Hey, stop. Whatever you're doing right now, just stop for a second. Imagine tomorrow morning, your alarm goes off. That brutal, soul crushing sound. You drag yourself out of bed, half asleep, to go to a job that you probably don't even like. Why? Why do you do that? Because if you don't show up, your entire life collapses. Just like that, gone. You lose your place, you can't buy food, your credit card gets declined. How crazy is that? You are one missed paycheck away from everything falling apart. Okay, I have to be honest with you right now. Because what I'm about to say, most people are too scared to admit. We like to pretend we are free. We tell ourselves, I have choices, I have options, I'm doing fine. But here's the brutal, uncomfortable truth: we are not free. We are living inside a rigged economic system, a system that was specifically, deliberately designed to trap us, to keep us running, to keep us working forever. And the craziest part, we don't even see it happening. But it's still a trap. Think about it. Spending your entire life, your energy, your time, your best years working to build someone else's dream, someone else's company, someone else's wealth. And the worst part, for most people, that's not even a choice. It's the only option they have, just to survive, just to keep the lights on, just to put food on the table. That's not freedom. That's not living. That is modern day financial slavery. And it is happening to millions of people right now. Maybe even to you. There is a blueprint. Literally every single one of us gets handed the moment we're born. And here's how it goes. First, you go to school. You rack up crazy student debt. Thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. For what? A piece of paper. That's it. A piece of paper that's supposed to unlock your entire future. Then you take that piece of paper and you land yourself a corporate desk job. You sit in a cubicle, you answer emails, you go to meetings. And then, oh, it gets better. You start buying things. Things you don't even need. On credit, on loans, on borrowed money that you don't actually have. Then, you spend the next 40 years. 40 years of your life, your prime years, your best years, working every single day just to pay back what you owe. And then one day, it hits you. You pause. You look up from your desk. You look around at your life and you realize you are exhausted. And by the time that moment comes, by the time you finally stop and actually look at your life, you're too tired to enjoy it. The vacations you dreamed about, the hobbies you gave up, the moments with the people you love, the system isn't broken. It is working exactly, perfectly the way it was built to work. It just needs a massive, enormous, never-ending population of tired, predictable people. People who keep moving, keep consuming, exactly the way it wants them to. Two words: debt and fear. Debt is not just a financial problem. Debt is the ultimate anchor, the heaviest chain you will ever carry. Because when you owe money, you lose the power to walk away. So where does this whole trap begin? Where is the starting line of this entire system? School. The modern education system, the one you sat in for over a decade of your life, was literally built during the Industrial Revolution. Think about that. The Industrial Revolution, factories, smoke, assembly lines, mass production. And what did factory owners need more than anything? They needed workers. Thousands and thousands of obedient, punctual, rule-following workers who would show up on time, do what they were told, and never ask too many questions. Because that is exactly what school taught you. Not how to build wealth, not how to invest, not how to start a business, not how money actually works in the real world. The entire purpose was to turn out predictable people, programmable people, people who are perfectly ready to plug right into the corporate machine the moment they graduate. No questions asked. Think about the perfect student. Never late, never causes trouble, does exactly what the teacher says, follows every rule. Now think about the perfect employee. Shows up on time, never causes trouble, does exactly what the boss says, follows every rule, doesn't question the system. The most creative kids, the most rebellious kids, the ones who asked too many questions, the ones who couldn't sit still, the ones who thought differently, they were told they were the problem. But those were the entrepreneurs, the innovators, the ones who were never meant to fit inside a box. And this is the part that nobody talks about. Think about your phone, just mindlessly, endlessly, scrolling through reels, scrolling through shorts, one after another. The trap is in the system, it just lives in your head too. But here's a question nobody ever stops to ask. Why do movie stars get paid millions? Why do cricketers earn more in one match than most people earn in an entire lifetime? Is it because they are solving the world's biggest problems? No. It's because they keep you distracted. Keep the masses entertained. Keep them cheering. Keep them arguing about last night's match. Keep them obsessing over celebrity drama. Keep them busy. So busy that they never look up. Never realize how the economy is actually running. Have you ever noticed something suspicious about the news cycle? Like the exact moment a massive truth is about to drop, the world catches fire. Wars break out, chaos explodes, panic spreads everywhere. It is not a coincidence. They trap you in the chaos of the present, so you forget the evidence of the past, so you never connect the dots. And the most perfect example of this is the Epstein files. This trick is ancient. Go back thousands of years. Roman emperors, kings, the most powerful rulers in all of human history. You know what they did when corruption got increased? When inflation was destroying the economy? When the people were starting to ask questions? They threw a party. Massive gladiator fights, enormous public shows, free entertainment for the masses, thousands of people screaming, cheering, completely consumed. When everyone talks about the matrix, this is exactly what they mean. To actually break this loop, you need to understand how the financial game is actually played. Money has rules. Wealth has a blueprint. Financial freedom is not luck. It is not a miracle. It is a game. And like any game, once you learn the rules, everything changes. Or else, you have to work until you die. Let's look at a story. 10 years ago, a man named George did something incredible for his two sons. He gave each of them $50,000. Same father, same amount, same starting point, same opportunity. One son was named John, the other, Shyam. One of them ended up completely broke. Not just back to zero, actually broke. Struggling, stressed, wondering where it all went. And the other one achieved total financial freedom. John fell into the classic trap. He mistook cash for wealth. He bought the sports car, the designer rich looking clothes, living in high rent apartment. They made him look rich, but they were quietly draining him dry. Now let's talk about Shyam. Because while John was pulling up to clubs in a sports car, Shyam was sitting down, thinking, planning, studying. He understood that real wealth does not come from what you show the world. It comes from what you build in silence. He invested every dollar. Shyam took that entire $50,000 and put it into a strategic plot of land in a growing area of the United States. A location with momentum, with development happening, with value quietly, steadily climbing. And then he waited. That's it. He let the value compound. And this, right here, is where the entire game changes. This is where freedom separates itself from appearance. This is the moment everything splits into two completely different destinies. See, John's car was losing value every single day, dropping, shrinking, bleeding money. But Shyam's land, growing, quietly, consistently. While Shyam slept, his asset was working in the background. Because that is exactly what assets do. Assets make you wealthy. Assets compound your money. Assets put more money into your wallet while you sleep. What is a liability? A liability is anything that drags cash out of your wallet. That's it. Most people get stuck in the middle class because they don't know the difference between an asset and a liability. See, the moment you drive a new car off the lot, it starts losing its value. It requires fuel, insurance, maintenance, and registration. Unless that car is actively generating income for you, it is a depreciating liability. It bleeds your cash every single month. Society tells you a house is your biggest asset. It isn't. Your primary residence takes money out of your pocket through mortgages, property taxes, interest, insurance, and endless repairs. It only becomes an asset if you sell it for a profit or rent it out to someone else for positive cash flow. Until then, it's a liability. Designer clothes, luxury bags, and expensive watches are pure liabilities. Zero resale value, zero income. They are bought strictly for appearance, to make you look rich, while actively, quietly making you poorer. If you want to get rich, you have to stop collecting liabilities and start buying assets. Gold, bonds, stocks, index funds, mutual funds, debt funds, ETFs, crypto, digital assets, properties like land and apartments. These are the things that build real wealth. And moving forward, I am going to break down the exact assets you need to own. I will show you exactly how they work, how to invest in them step by step, and how to build a portfolio that generates real, consistent, positive cash flow.